Welcome back to that Eurovision Site for the final part of our MESC rankings. I'm Daniel. Somehow I volunteered this. I didn't even get forced. But I'll be going through the last 8 songs that the previous 2 reaction videos haven't covered. If you haven't seen them, they should. I've not seen it yet, but I know that Shiloh's reaction to the Cantera song will be amazing. So definitely go see that one in part 1. I'm sure Kittens had something stupid to say in part 2. So go see those before you get offended at what I have to say. So the first song I'm listening to is by Cilia. It's Control. Let's get into it, shall we? It's going to be a long 3 minutes, guys. I sure hope not. Oh dear. He knows we're in 2025, doesn't he? Not 2005. There's been a few. What's that got to do with the caving? Oh, he's shouting now. So, that was Control by Cilia, and I've heard better songs from Malta this year, because from the ones I've heard already, the ones I'm not reacting to today. I think most, if not all, are better than that one. So, not a great one for me to start off with, but that's never going to be my type of song, which I think kind of hurts him because there are other entries in this year's MESC that I wouldn't traditionally go for, but maybe I like quite a bit more than that one, so I don't really think he'd have the mass appeal to go anywhere with this, really. I think the lyrics were Maltese Eurovision lyrics, if you get me, and that is not said nicely because it's kind of nonsensical. Like, this is a country that speaks very good, if not fluent English, like native English sometimes. Wouldn't get that from all these, really. And it's you've already heard that Shiloh have some reaction to Cantera, but it's why I love that we're seeing more and more Maltese songs, because can't fuck that up, can you? Or if they do, I'm not noticing because I don't speak Maltese. So it comes out even. Anyway, I hope I'm nicer about the second one, because I felt mean. Okay, hoping to break the cycle of consecutive semi-final last places for Malta is Miguel Bonello with his song, Breaking the Cycle. See what I did there? Let's see what we think. Good voice. There is more than one element to this, which isn't the case for quite a few MESC songs, both last year and this year, so this is at least interesting. I'm still not entirely sure how I feel, but it is interesting. Again, on the lyrics thing, I would like to see how he stages this, because if he can put off some good vocals and some interesting staging, could see this doing quite well. Like that's where you get that, like the pyros come up surely. I'm gonna be really honest. That is not really my kind of thing. But, and it is a big but, I think on a purely objective level, there can be a really, really good performance of that song. If he gets the vocals right, if he gets the staging right, and which it's Malta, you never know. I think this has maybe the beginnings of a jury favourite in MESC this year. And I'll be honest, I wouldn't want to see it win, because there are songs I actually quite like that I will not be reacting to today, because they've already been reacted to in the first 2 parts of this video, which you can go back and watch if you've not seen them yet. But yeah, I think if he pulls that off right, which, why can't he? Good result, again with the... Sometimes the lyrics in Maltese entries seem a bit strange. Is it because... is it too many Swedes? Is this one of the ones with a Swede in it? Let's see. I think that name looks more Norwegian. And there's probably people from quite a few countries involved. I guess they can't really agree on what the right stuff is. I don't know. But next up is one, if you clicked on this video, you're probably waiting for me to react to. So I'm not going to spoil your time. It is Kant by Miriana Conte. Yeah, so I try to stay spoiler free with these songs, but I don't think I could with this one, even if I tried, like, going like a full hermit, because it was on my timeline every 5 fucking seconds. And we'll get into why shortly, if you've not seen this yet, but for those who have, I'm not going to waste any more of your time. We'll see if I hate this or not. Do you? It actually feels competent. Sure. Feel good, but yeah, I guess. What is it with Malta and trying really, really hard to get around the swearing rules? Who was fogged up, guys, by the busker? She knows exactly who her audience is with this. And it's not me, but she has catered this perfectly to the exact people who are putting it on my timeline every 5 fucking seconds. She's clearly enjoying herself, which, good on her. So firstly, I'm glad that it's not about Immanuel Kant, because the former philosophy A-level student in me would just never want to hear about that man again. So luckily it's not about him. We can all breathe a sigh of relief. But secondly, songs like this one kind of worry me a bit, because when I see on people on social going, oh my god, slay diva, she's serving so much, about people from the Maltas of this world, from the like Montenegros of this world, from the Moldovas of this world, I don't know how much of it is laughing with that person and how much of it is laughing at that person. Like, I think in this case, she's in on this being not a very serious song. It's her getting on stage singing about serving cunt, which, all power to her. She is clearly having a great time. She's not taking herself too seriously. She just wants to have a bit of fun. And I'm sure there are going to be a lot of people who genuinely love this song. And they think it's amazing. They think it's so great, so funny in some circumstances maybe. But I also feel, and this is nothing about Miriana at all, that there is a sadly quite high rate of people getting these diva ladies, shall we say, who sometimes aren't in on the joke themselves, the Dolce heroes of this world, who by all means seem to be quite someone who takes their music more seriously than this, and they want to be more than haha cunt lady, which, again, nothing wrong with being cunt lady, but reactions like that worry me sometimes, because how is the artist going to interpret the way they've been received like that? Maybe not always positively. So I'm glad to see that it's a really fun song. Let's be honest. It's fun. It's silly. It's never going to be like high art. And I don't think it will win. And I'm still not sure that 100% of the people who are talking it up are doing it sincerely, but I do think a lot of people will be. There is still the like 20% maybe who are saying, haha, serving cunt. Look at this weirdo, rather than this person's awesome, which is what it should be, really. Because the artists are real people, and they are artists at the end of the day. They're people who are there to put on a show, and if this is anything to go by, she's gonna put on a show when it comes to MESC week. And I think the juries might kill it. If there's juries this year, I can't really say I've been following it. I know they've made some changes, I don't know what, but it's one I don't think we're going to escape for quite a while, whatever happens. And Eurovision Tim, it'll be at 19th if she doesn't go to Eurovision, and 7th if she does, in your top 100 songs streamed of the year. Nathan with Concrete. I can see some Norwegian sounding names in the authors and composers section of the description. Yeah, not Norway fan myself. Maybe I'll like this. You never know. Not really. I do like the backing. It feels like a very MGP melody. I hope he's not homeless. It's a very MGP melody. Okay, that's a lyric put in there incredibly randomly. He just saw a fairly fun word and wanted to put it in. Good for him. It feels very 2009 Nickelodeon made TV movie. Like, I could feel like Big Time Rush singing this. Vocal acrobatics, we'd love to see it. I hope you can hit those notes. That, for me, is a song that could have been a lot better than it actually was. I think, again, it's a recurring theme in these. Lyrics seemed shaky at best, which it's been a problem in MESC for years, and I don't really know why. But it feels like they say, here's a tune, let's write whatever lyrics fit the beat. And sometimes they don't really fit the beat. Rather than, I want to write a song and have everything like worked together around it. Now, it's by no means bad, it's very decent. But decent does, I mean, sometimes decent wins MESC, sometimes bad wins MESC. But I don't see this threatening much, to be brutally honest. I think that there is potential that it's not really lived up to. And that's sad, that is quite sad. But I'm not going to lose sleep over it. So next is Raquela with Silenced. Let's see if I want this silenced before the end of the 3 minutes. Right, I know everyone has their lights, but their lights are pretty. Who wrote this? Actually, multi-fucking people. It's a ballad that is not doing it for me, which should be worrisome for anyone to... Okay, the lights are really pretty. I can't say anything about the song. It's ballad by numbers, really. Or is it really ballad? Is it about... I don't... Whatever it is, it's not hitting me. There's the foul ballad bit. Not bad artist, I suppose. I'm sure she could sing that well when it comes to it. But we need some more interesting lyrics, man. Like, they all feel like really samey, basic lyrics. Like dictionary.com level lyrics. That I think Malta deserves better, and there are options this year to give them better, which I like. I like Kant, if you haven't guessed from before. But folk stuff, it just folk, but somehow with Linnea Deb, love that. I'm not usually a Deb fan, but it's a fun song. But I'm talking about Raquela, who, as I said, I'm sure she'll do all right on the night, but really just does nothing for me. And I am somebody who is more naturally inclined to like songs like that because of other things I like. But it's really just there. Like, I kind of already forgotten it. Which isn't good. Stefan and Galea with Lablab. Am I finally getting a Maltese one? Please say I am. I have just seen Matt Black amongst the writers for this one. If I knew this beforehand, I would have had somebody else take these 8 because there are Matt Black fans on the site. I'm not necessarily one of them. But maybe he writes better for other people. We'll see. We'll see. Or maybe I just hate fun. You know. That's an allegation that gets thrown around. My kind of stuff. Things that I hate fun. I don't. But we'll see. Lablab, Stefan Galea. What have you got for us? That's a jacket, to be fair. That's certainly a statement. I promise I do like fun. Just not this. I wish it would. So the penultimate song is the Alchemists with Rubble and Stone. I thought we'd have Mumford and Sons in 2015. It's Mumford and Sons, isn't it? It's Maltese Mumford and Sons. It's Maltese Mumford and Sons. Is this just a Mumford and Sons song? Are writers Mumford Son? Jesus Christ, there's a lot of writers. It's Mumford and Sons. It just is Mumford and Sons. Almost like copyright strike worthy level Mumford and Sons here. It's Mumford and Sons. What else is there to say? This is just a Mumford and Sons song, but from Malta. And I'm not ideologically opposed to Mumford and Sons. And the song's fine. But it's a Mumford and Sons song, really. Thank you, Mr. Mumford. It's Mumford and Sons, right? You all hear it. I'm not just going crazy, am I? It's Mumford and Sons. And Malta already sent Mumford and Sons about 10 years ago. So that was Mumford and Sons. That was the Alchemists with a Rubble and Stone, and I think I've made pretty clear what I think. I think that is a Mumford and Sons song, but it's in MESC, and there's nothing inherently bad about that, but one of the main reasons I like doing all this thing is there's a lot of new, sometimes very unique music by a lot of people. This is just Mumford and Sons. Really, it is. So again, there's nothing inherently bad about that. I'm sure there's lots of people who like Mumford and Sons for a reason. But are all those people Maltese? Based on 2014, maybe. But does lightning strike twice? I mean, yes, but no. It's fine. I would not like to see this be sent to Eurovision at all, really, because it's a Mumford and Sons song, and I would like something more unique than a Mumford and Sons song. In the year of our Lord Jesus Christ, our Saviour, 2025. Because, move on. There is plenty good, country folk that's been released in the year since. That's building on that. You do know that, right? I mean, the song is perfectly fine. It's serviceable. If it did win, I wouldn't despise it. But Malta, you have better options. Please. Not this one. It's fine, but you have good options. So send one of those, please. Thank you. And finally, you're almost free from my tyranny. It is the last song with Victoria. Not that one. Not the other one either. This is Victoria Sciberras, I believe, or however you pronounce that name. Don't know. I know someone in Junior had it. I didn't watch Junior. But her song is called Juno. Let's have a look. Red lights. Gold and stone are two very different things, but okay. What crown? You're not wearing one. Thought they called you Victoria. Ooh, high note, okay. Of course, because MESC tax, if there is a year that goes by without there being a dance break song, they all get just, Malta have to get withdrawn and disqualified, because every song must have dance break. It's not a song feed, there isn't no song halfway through. It's all very MESC lyrics in that they don't really mean anything at all, I don't think. Which is frustrating again. Finally, a bit of Maltese. Could have done that for the entire song. Okay, that was the final song. It was Victoria with Juno, and that is our state-mandated girl pop of the year, I suppose. I've never been really one for the girl bops, but of all the girl bops of all time, it's certainly one of them. They all just kind of feel like the same thing to me, and so I'm sure it will be highly popular. Overall, though, that was my share of the songs. If I were to have to pick out of my 8 who I think is going to win, I think Miguel Bonello would be the one, because I think there is the most potential in his to have a full package in terms of vocals, in terms of staging, in terms of the song itself. But I only did 8 out of 24, so that leaves 16 more songs that, if this is the first one you're listening to, there's more that for you to see in parts 1 and 2. So check those out if you haven't already, because I think the songs in those ones are actually a bit better. I've listened to them. There's good songs in those too. It's good ones. It's alright ones here, but especially go see Shiloh's reaction to La La Rota Kaboom by Cantera. Great song. Shiloh is very American, so anything out there he gives the most American reaction to ever. It's hilarious. You should go see it. And go see part 2 from Kittens as well. I'm sure she says something heinous that I can use against her. So go remind me of that and let us know which your favourite MESC song is. And be sure to like, subscribe, follow us on all our social media platforms linked in the description. I might be down there as well if you don't hate me enough. Don't think my posts on Blue Sky, they're worse. But all that's left for me to say is goodbye and thank you.